Howdy Desperados. Your time is valuable, so let's jump right in. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing the artifacts of the swamp, as well as showing you where to acquire them. But in case you get lost, here's a rough map and some timestamps. We have a lot to get through, but please note that the majority of the paths I take are pre-cleared, and also know that artifacts in the swamp have multiple generation points. Starting off, we have Alvaro's Rib. I have another guide on how to grab this item, but somewhere within the ring of broken stumps surrounding the safe zone cave is a black raven skull. Teleporting with it allows you to meet Alvaro. After you're done speaking with Alvaro, you'll notice that you've been teleported to the top of the lighthouse building. This rib grants 69 HP and 69 stamina. Now from the top of the lighthouse, if you continue down the broken stairs, at the bottom you'll find the Snuff Box laying on top of a crate. It grants 25 HP and 20% better shop prices. However, in order to remove this artifact from the slot, you must die or drink a purple revive potion. The music box is one of the first artifacts you can grab. It spawns within the rest zone of the cave in the room with the bed, on either the crate or beside the sleeping bag. It grants an instant 200 HP heal on use, however it can only be used 15 times, and on use spawns a Deathstalker enemy at a random location. The chicken feet necklace is up next. From the south cave exit, head out and straight through the water towards the tree fork. Find the rope and climb up. Continue past the wall into the next platform. It will be awaiting you on a crate. The necklace prevents ethereal enemies from attacking on their own, and killing them grants 200% more XP. However, ethereal enemies will deal 50% more damage to you. The coin necklace, my absolute fucking favorite artifact, is up next. From the west cave exit, head left towards the farm and then veer right up the hill to the church building. Continue past, and through the graveyard, to the gravekeeper's shop. The coin necklace either can be found below in the basement within a coffin, or in the upper floor on a couch or lying on an office table. While it starts out as nothing special, slotting in 10 gold coins from your stash gives 10 more HP per coin. This artifact raises your HP by 100 if you slot all 10, and proves invaluable in these desperate times. It also goes great with weapons like Bloody Hunt and Left Hand Path, and if you want to know where to grab them, check this guide out next. The corrupted liver can be acquired by leaving from the north exit and heading straight towards the fishery buildings past the river. I have found this artifact in several locations within the buildings, but it always spawns in the fishery area. This artifact mainly affects your stats if you're an alcoholic. If drunk, you gain 40% max HP, 40% max stamina, and a 40% increase to stamina regeneration. However, if drunk, you begin to bleed, and it cannot be unequipped while drunk. The heart medallion can be snagged by leaving the east exit and heading straight. Follow the cliffside and round the side of the fort until you reach a cave on your left. Continue into the cave, and immediately head left and down the path. At the ending of this path, climb the ladder and up to the fort grounds. Ascend the stairs to the second level, and enter a room on the left, and lying on a counter, you'll find your prize. This medallion grants a 50% increase to healing effects, but you can only take the artifact off if you die or drink some purple revive. Up next is another medallion, the Medallion of Life, in fact. This can be snagged by leaving the north exit and heading straight, and through the fishery area this time. When you reach the road fork, head left towards the bridge and drop down. On the right wall, you'll see a cave entrance. Continue through the cave, and waiting for you on a crate is your new trinket. The medallion increases max HP by 40, but again, you must die or drink some purple to unslot it. From this spot, you can grab the leather scrap of Red Fang. It will be near the flayed corpses in the closed room, or on a crate or a shelf nearby. It increases stamina regen by 15% and max stamina by 15 points. However, shops will give you a 10% worse price, and you must die or drink some purple to take it off. Truthfully, there were at one point 3 pieces of skin that you could acquire, but when recording this footage, I could not find either of the other 2 skins. So I don't know if they've been removed or if they simply glitched and didn't spawn. However, they were both spawned only in one spot before this issue. One at the collector camp near the broken carriage laying next to a flayed corpse, the other guarded by a prodigal daughter within the second floor of one of the buildings within town. It's the building with the broken stairs. I searched everywhere for both the relics and information about if they were removed, and I came up empty-handed. So for my peace of mind, just know that these relics were or are once located in these 2 locations. The Odd Skull is another spawn that I cannot pin to a single spot or a consistent spawn location. However, it always spawns within the cultist cave somewhere. From the south exit, head straight through the water and past the tree fort into the cave ahead. The skull can be pretty much anywhere within the cave. It's been in a different spot for me every single time, but I found it within a cage on the upper walkway of the main worship area this time. The Odd Skull increases your max HP, your max stamina, and your XP gain by 10%, but if you die while wielding this artifact, it will apply a full curse to you instead of a soul flaw. I've also found this skull consistently more in the lower depths of the cave. The Perforated Heart can be grabbed by leaving the west exit and following the road into town. Continue down the street, and inside the boathouse, head up to the walkway and drop down onto the box below for your new relic. The heart increases your max HP by 20, regenerates 5 hit points every 20 seconds, and immediately stops a bleeding effect if your stamina is full. However, if your stamina is lower than 15%, you will immediately start bleeding. To acquire the Raven Skull necklace, head out the north cave exit and head right, towards the river bridge. Go over and round to the right and into the fallen palisade. Continue left through the camp and you'll come across a hole filled with drowners. I recommend a stick of dynamite or a Molotov to clear them out, but a chest awaits you below with the relic inside. This relic teleports you to safety on use, but has a 50% chance to break upon use. The Spider Medallion is next. Head out the west cave exit and head right over the sheltered bridge. Continue straight past the carriage, and at the crossroads continue to the alligator farm. Continue into the compound and into the upper level office. The counter is one of 3 spots this relic spawns, and the other 2 just so happen to be the other shop counters, which include the meat shop and the shop with the alligator head on the counter. The Spider Medallion increases your acid resistance by 50% and increases the chance to stagger enemies by 25%. Next up is the Tentacle Cyst, which can always be found by leaving the west cave exit and rounding right towards and over the sheltered bridge again. Head past the carriage and cut to the left towards the floating logs in the river. Carefully cross the river, and at the sawmill dock, inside a rowboat, you can grab this gross wet thing. It grants a 15% movement speed increase, 25% more stamina regen, and regenerates 1 HP per 10 seconds, all only while standing in water. Now, from this spot, go up the dock and round the cliffway to the right. There'll be a small crawl space. Continue into the space, and you'll come out into a makeshift surgery space. And on a gurney, you can grab the corrupted brain. The brain increases your XP gain by 25%, but in order to remove it, you either must die or drink some purple.
Earth is shaking, trees falling. This can't be real. Anyone or any... Oh, he's no creep, full of beans and hypocrisy. Sure thing.
And now, before I go, I just want to make 2 quick honorable mentions. While not a unique artifact, you can grab an easy Deathstalker heart by defeating the cultists directly in front of the west cave exit, and at their small gravesite shrine you can grab one. I only mention this due to its ease of access and its great boons, especially if you're new to the area. This creature drop grants you regeneration of 1 HP per 5 seconds, a 30% increase to your acid resistance, and an increase by 15 points to your max HP, so it's a great relic start for the area. The other artifact I'm going to put in this goddamn category is the Crimson Brooch, which primarily can be found in the captain's quarters of the Golden Ferry. I'm not going to show you how to get there, however, because this thing spawns literally everywhere. It can be picked up from fallen powerful foes like wraiths. I legit found and grabbed 5 of these in the run I was using for footage for this video. It can be sold for $40 originally, but by slotting it, you will increase its value by $5 per kill, and dying restores that value back to $40. You don't need one of these things, they won't increase your playstyle, they only increase your money, and you'll find them everywhere. So there you have it, all the relics and where to grab them on the swamp map. I have other guides dropping with this video too, including a unique weapons guide for the swamp, along with others to increase your survivability within these desolate lands. Thanks so much for watching, happy hunting.